My cousin had a kid and he said he no longer has time to do drugs. I think that's 100% true, man. Like I think you can kind of I'm proud of myself when Cobalt and his wife were expecting. I remember him talking about it. I made the analogy that it's kind of like hitting this, like fatherhood is like hitting a can of Pringles. It's like all the chips either get in line or they shatter. I feel like that metaphor is held true, man. You only have time for one addiction in your life, man. Fatherhood or drugs. You can probably take drugs and compromise your ability as a father, or you can, you know, spec into being. You don't have to be like the best father of all time. That something that anyone else gets sus when the parent. And I'm not saying they're doing anything untowards. It's like the same way whenever somebody my age is like they're wearing a shirt that is like ask me about Jesus Christ, like that dude that I saw at the church in London, where I'm like, you have a something happened to you, and I don't know if it was your fault or not, but I'm sorry that I was not your mother. Like that, you're damaged in some way, and then you're getting over that trauma by like overcompensating now. Whenever I see a dad that's like doing too much, that's what I feel. I'm like, something's not right. Either you're the dad on the jet ski or you're compensating for like something in your own childhood that you were lacking and now you're getting. But I'm like, can you cut it out? Because I don't even think you're making the rest of us look bad for sitting in our chairs. And we're not sitting in our chairs because we're lazy. We're sitting in our chairs because the kids are just running around having a good time and we're tired of running after them all the time. It's just let's sit in the chair, have a bubbly, have a sparkling water, talk about some adult stuff for 5 seconds, and then go, and put your hands on your thighs to help you get up a little faster. Then there's always the one dad who's like sprinting around with them and then like picking up his like 10-year-old and throwing his 98-pound 10-year-old like 3 stories into the air and then catching them. And you're like, fuck off, dude. What's wrong with you? Crazy, man. What happened to you? They're not really mogging, because I think the rest of the dads were kind of looking at each other going like, something happened to him. Something happened to that guy, man. Something's happened. Or like something he fucked up. He fucked up when his kid was like 6 or something like that, and his wife was like, I'm going to leave you. And he was like, don't do it. I'll do anything. And then he's still living in like that hyper paranoia state where he brought it back like right from the edge or something like that. Like, that's not sustainable. It's like you can't be the dad from Bluey in real life, especially not every single day. You're jealous and seething? No, dude, my kid's 4. I could throw her up in the air. Catching's kind of a different story. The throwing is the easy part. What's crazy is that you guys are like, he's not evil. But you know who you think is evil? Is the person who did like way too much work on their science fair project in 6th grade. So like you got a bronze medal, they got a gold. You showed up with the volcano. They showed up with like, hey, here's how we're going to capture methane gas off a landfill and turn it into like power we can sell back to the power grid. You're literally beefing with like an 11-year-old kid from 2002 right now. I'm beefing with a real dude. You're beefing with nobody. You're beefing with somebody who doesn't even exist anymore.